Welcome to Buzzed and Baffled, the podcast where the wine flows, the stories twist, and the truth is always stranger than fiction. We laugh, we sip, and we dive into tales that leave us buzzing with questions and baffled by reality.
But before we uncork the weirdness, a quick disclaimer. We're not experts, just curious storytellers with glasses in hand. All content within this podcast is our humble opinion. Some content may be dark, disturbing, or downright inappropriate, so listener discretion is advised. And remember, nothing pairs better with a wild story than a good pour, so let's get buzzed and baffled.
Okay, we're recording.
Oh, alrighty.
We are back.
We are back from our big trip.
Yes, we flew across the country to Sin City.
Yep. We really felt out of place there.
We're like, what is all of this? We're
Mhm.
not used to behaving badly.
No, not at all. I was really clutching my pearls the whole time.
You know what I wasn't used to? $20 4-ounce pours of wine.
Yeah, your $18 Bacardi and Pepsi.
I was like, what is this shit, Flamingo? No wonder you can't get anyone to come to Las
Yep.
Vegas. I did hear, though, that like the head of MGM may have admitted that the prices they have going on there now has something to do with the fact that people aren't going to Vegas.
Yeah. And I don't expect city to be cheap when I go there. And I know Vegas is not going to go back to the old days of like 50-cent drinks and
Yeah, I don't
$3
expect
buffets.
that.
I expect reasonable city prices,
Mm-hmm.
not airport prices.
It was cheaper to drink at the airport
It sure was.
than it was to drink in Vegas.
Yeah.
And that should not be a
Yeah,
thing.
not a chance where you're going to get a $9 espresso martini
Uh-uh.
anywhere in Vegas.
No. But aside from that, Kyla picked an outing, and it was amazing. Tell our fans about what we did.
I don't think I picked the outing. My sister picked the outing, and you were like, yes, let's do it.
Mind you, we had just gotten off the drinking carousel, or not the Ferris wheel, the drinking Ferris wheel, and we were people watching.
Mhm. And my sister said, oh, look out for Zach Baggins. And I'm like, I do not know who that is.
I did not either.
So she's like, oh, it's the Ghost Adventures or Hunter guy or whatever. And she said he has something there. So I looked it up and he has a haunted museum there. So we're like, oh, tickets are like $50. Let's just do it. We don't have anything else to do
We
tomorrow.
both like museums.
Yeah, I love a museum.
A 2-hour tour.
Yeah. So I would say it's less of a museum and more of an event.
It was, and this is hard to do, one of the smokiest areas I was in my entire trip to Vegas.
Mhm. Yeah, there was fog in almost every room. There was really heavy incense in some of the rooms. And it was like, ugh, that's
Yeah.
unnecessary. And really the only museum part that you could actually sit and look at was the serial killer room.
Which I loved the serial killer
I mean, it was
room.
awesome. Don't get me
We
wrong.
got to see Ted Bundy's ski mask
Yeah,
and his gloves.
and his kit, and they had stuff from Charles Manson there. You know,
Mhm.
all the heavy hitters. They had some memorabilia.
I was sad there was nothing from Bobby Joe Long.
Well, maybe we'll have to go get something, start our own museum.
Yeah.
But the rest of it was dumb.
A lot of it, I was like, she wasn't possessed. She was schizophrenic.
Mhm. Yeah, it was. So the rest of it was not a museum. It was a guided walkthrough to look at all these haunted objects and
It was an advertisement for his show.
exactly. Yeah.
The guy,
And it was 2.5 fucking hours long. And the whole time,
there was no bathroom breaks.
there's nope. They told us
nowhere to sit.
when you started, they're like, use the bathroom now. I was like, okay. Well, about 10 minutes in, I started getting bubble guts because I was pretty darn hungover from the night before.
But what this means is that the ghosts there were true and they were attacking you.
I had some intestinal demons going on big time. I do not know how I made it out of there without pooping my pants. But I did.
And I still say the funniest part would have been is that he would have saved that clip because everything's recorded and he would have used that on his TV
Yeah.
show and he would have definitely have used that for future
Yeah,
tours.
and I did not want anyone to be like, oh, this place is so scary. It makes people poop themselves. And I'd be like, no, I'm not scared. This is not scary. I've just been walking for 2.5 hours in this smoky incense room.
I'm so hungover. I
I'm
want
so
to die.
hungover.
Well, and they're talking like people passing out in the tour. I'm like, yeah, because they don't have enough oxygen because of all the damn incense.
Yeah. And if anyone's like me, it's Vegas. So you probably went out the night before. And if you're standing around listening or watching a clip of his show, your knees lock and things start to go a little dark.
They may or may not eat something handed to them on the casino floor.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. So we did that. We went and saw Alanis Morissette.
Yeah. But I'll give Kyla kudos. I had no idea until she admitted it to me when we're standing outside.
I somehow, by the grace of God, spotted a
porta potty
in the corner of the parking lot, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'll be right back." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "No, I have had to shit my pants for like 2.5 hours." And yes, I'm willing to go sit in this hot Las Vegas porta potty.
It's been sitting in the hot asphalt sun for days.
Yeah.
And the guy at the end looked so offended when he was like, "How was it?" And I said, "Oh, it was cute."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, "Cute?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. I guess if you're super into that, and which I am not. I'm not into paranormal at all. Sorry to tell you for whatever your story is, but
well, maybe you'll have to shit yourself again, and this will prove that the ghosts are coming for you.
Yeah.
Oh, and we did pet some capybaras.
Oh, yes, we did, and held hands with otters.
Yes, we got to first base with otters.
Church first base.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Like, I didn't get to feel them up or anything.
They're so cute, their little hands.
And like, my otter was like so greedy. He was just like mowing down on the bits of food.
They were quite funny. What the hell else did we do when we were there? A bunch of shit.
Yeah, like
we walked around a lot.
Ate some food.
We did a lot of people watching.
We did go to 2 Vanderpump restaurants and had really good wine and appetizers.
Yes, they were very good.
Those Wagyu sliders.
Yeah, I'll be thinking about those for a while.
And like, I have a new rule. Like, when we go to Napa, I'm gonna see if there's a Vanderpump restaurant there, and if there is, we're going.
Okay.
At least I'll go in knowing that it's gonna be $17 for one glass of Vanderpump rosé.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can splurge for the $75 bottle.
Yeah, maybe.
If I'm spending $75 on a bottle, it's gonna be a lot better than Vanderpump rosé.
Sorry, Miss Vanderpump.
It's at least got to be Boda Box.
Well, today's wine.
Yep.
Since we're talking about wine, is called Otto's Constant Dream. Did we have this one before?
No, that was the one I was going to do for the last episode, but since we were at Lisa's, I saved it.
Okay. And we'll post a picture. It has a guy with, what are these things called? These graphs?
Oh, phrenology.
Yeah, like a phrenology.
Oh, I should take a picture right now. I didn't do that.
Well, while you're getting your camera up, I'll read the description. This wine is delicious. There, you happy now? What do you think we were going to say? What we really want you to know is that we are committed to bringing you great juice from all over the world. OCD is our original wine. Oh, Otto's Constant Dream, OCD, I see. Okay. OCD is our original wine, and we selected it for its character. Same way you pick your friends.
They must do things differently.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and take a pic. And we are recording this on November 1st. We are just about getting ready for the Halloween party I'm hosting in a couple hours.
I will post pictures of our Halloween costumes.
And we are going to give this Otto's Constant Dream OCD a try. It smells good. It smells bready a little bit.
It's a Sauvy B, so let's see.
A little bit.
It's sharp.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I do.
It's a little bit tropical, but not in a sweet way.
It's
not like
pineapple-y.
But it's not like the Walmart Boda box that you got. The Walmart box that was not good.
Because I was like, oh, well, they don't have the rosé Boda box. I'm going to try this. And it was a Sauvy B, and it's now in my fridge labeled cooking.
It was not good.
It's so bad. I was like, even I cannot drink this.
I think that's the first time I've ever been like, no, thank you.
Do you want another glass? Absolutely not.
Like, no, I'm good.
Oh, and we have our goddess Alana set, our candle here.
Yep. Saint Alanis. And I also put this in here. We'll put this up on our floating shelves. So when we went to, Nicole thought I was crazy for doing this, but I packed a Boda box of Sauvignon Blanc in my checked luggage.
A full Boda box.
A full-size Boda box. Packed it.
Uh-huh.
And she was singing a different tune when there was free wine in the room after paying $17 to $22 a glass.
I was like, okay, maybe Kyla's not crazy. I'm really happy we have a full Boda box.
Mhm.
And I was also happy that I could pack stuff in her suitcase on the way home so that I wasn't overweight.
The Boda box was gone. She was like, oh, take this Boda box size thing of my hair tools.
Because when I got on the plane to go there, I was at 50 pounds exactly.
Of course you were.
Not an ounce over.
Well, what are you going to tell me about today on the day after Halloween, Day of the Dead?
So today is entitled, because what episode is this?
28?
Yeah, I think so. That
I
sounds
think,
about right.
probably.
Yeah. It's entitled Wine, Witches, and Whitewater.
Mm.
So today, in honor of Halloween, I want to talk about a spooky city that is lesser known. Whitewater, Wisconsin is located southwest of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Whitewater is also known as Second Salem due to the history of having eerie events occur there, rumors of witches living within the town.
Oh.
Some of the spooky stories that are well known in Whitewater include the Starrin Park Water Tower, which you can see right there.
Okay.
The story of Mary Worth and the Pratt Institute, which has connections to the local cemeteries.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the Pratt Institute. It was established by Morris Pratt in 1889. Morris was a spiritualist, a movement that was very popular at the end of the 19th century. This goes back to the other story I had where that serial killer thought she was a spiritualist and she could talk to the dead.
Yeah, the what were they, Oklahoma?
The Benders.
The Benders, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spiritualism was a movement and a belief system centered on the idea that the human consciousness continues after death and that spirits of the deceased can communicate with the living. So basically, if you ever think about like the people around the tiny Victorian table and the table's levitating and there's knocks and all kinds of things like that.
Séance and that sort of thing. Kind of like what we were seeing at the museum when they were like, oh, look at this mirror because,
Look at this mirror. Or we're going to have this doll and we're going to have a recording of a spirit box and we're going to play it. And like you can ask this doll Peggy questions.
Nicole, they said, don't look Peggy straight in the eyes. And Nicole looked Peggy straight in the eyes. And Peggy was like, damn, girl, stop.
Like, I looked at Peggy and Peggy looked away.
Yeah.
Peggy's like, frost that glass again. I didn't say goodbye to Peggy. Peggy said goodbye to me. So in the late 1800s, people claiming to be mediums would often hold seances and practice spirit knocking. I should have looked a video up for this. I'll look. I bet you I can find one on YouTube. A video. So they were claiming to converse with the dead, either claiming to contact loved ones of those paying to be at the seance or reaching unknown spirits for entertainment. Like, one, I think that's terrible because, like, you're preying on the hardships of someone.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one, if you are doing that, you don't know who or what they are. And it's probably not the smartest thing you've ever done. What if I came through?
Mm-hmm. Well, we still have this today, and you might be getting to this, and you can kick me if you are, but we have like the Long Island medium. And what was that guy's name? John Edwards.
I love John Edwards. Is the one with the really big
she's
blonde
got really
hair,
big hair,
and her nails are bigger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I should have gone as her for Halloween.
I mean, all you'd have to do is poof up your hair a little bit.
Guys, I have on the worst extensions. They're very yellow blonde, and they are not blended. But I'm going as a basic white girl.
Yeah.
and I have nailed it.
Mhm.
It was a real stretch.
Yeah, I know you had to put a lot of effort in.
I just went into my closet and put things on in different combinations that I would normally wear.
Yeah.
But I will say I had to eat a little bit of crow today
Mhm.
because I was looking for my hair extensions. And what do I pull out? Lo and behold, the halo that I was sure Tom had stolen
Yeah.
from me
The
and was
last time she
wearing.
had seen it was Labor Day of last year, and she has been saying for over a year that my dad stole her halo extensions and was wearing them around the house playing air guitar, and I was like, "I don't know, I don't think so."
I was certain. I would have staked David's life on it.
And then, guess who found him today? Although it is possible he has been in your house, so maybe he snuck him back in there.
He has been in my house, but I wasn't there. So he very well went in and he's organized. So he's like, where would Nicole keep her hair extension bag? He found it and just put it back. I'm sure that's what happened. At least we have a logical explanation for it. So Pratt, who started the Institute, made his money in iron ore, and he moved to Whitewater and built the Institute with the help of a medium who gave him advice. He declared the Pratt Institute a temple of science, and it focused on psychic research, comparative religion, and spiritualism. The Institute would hold weekly seances. But the interesting thing is that Pratt has ties to this area.
How so? Do tell.
So Pratt met Mary Hayes, who was a school teacher. And so Mary Hayes is that lady up there, and a self-proclaimed spiritual leader who claimed to be able to contact the dead. Mary claimed that in 1853, at age 27, she was in her parents' kitchen when she felt a force take over her body. She claimed that she fell to her knees and began to pray in a language that neither she nor her father could recognize. She claimed that this force told her that it was her life work to heal others. I'm kind of unclear how she knew that, if it was a language she did not understand. But that is
details.
I mean, that's just a small detail that we don't need to worry about. Just keep moving, people.
Mhm.
Nothing to see here. She claimed that after this, she could peer into others' bodies and identify their illness and remove it by taking it into her own body.
Ugh.
So it's kind of like one of those witch doctor things where you go down
Mhm.
to South America and the priest claims that they're healing people who can't walk and stuff. But Mary Hayes was not a complete charlatan. It was said that she was a healer, but she would do it free of charge.
Okay, I mean, she's not healing people, but at least she's not charging them.
Yeah, so she would people claimed that they saw her taking maladies of those she helped. But she was like, well, if this is a gift and God wants me to do it, I'm not going to charge people for it.
That's fair.
So, but Hayes herself wanted to start an iron mining company in the Gogebic Range of northern Michigan and upper Michigan. She claimed that her guiding spirit, whose language she could not understand, told her to do this.
That's incredibly specific on a language you don't understand.
Mm-hmm. This was a novel concept at the time because no one had mined in these areas before. Her sons, who lived in Ashland, Wisconsin, worked in land speculation, and they found a single geologist who was familiar with the area, and they created an investment group with some of her fellows in Pratt.
Okay.
They opened the Ashland Iron Mine, which was in the Gogebic area, so Ironwood, which I'm like, of course Ironwood had a spiritualist whose ghost told her to open a mine.
In a language that she didn't understand.
That sounds very Wakefield to me.
Yep.
And so for the first couple of years, the mine did not yield anything. But in 1886, they found high-quality Bessemer ore, which is some of the best in the region. After the Ashland mine success, Pratt took some of his wealth and created the Pratt Institute, and thanks to Mary and the spirit she claimed to guide her. The locals who were there scoffed at Pratt, calling his endeavor to build and open the school Pratt's Folly. which I like.
Yeah. I like when anything is someone's folly.
Oh, like, that's sassy.
We should use folly more. Let's bring it back.
Yeah. We'll put it up here on the door. Folly.
Yeah.
Mary did not stay at the Pratt Institute, however. She took her money and her fame and she moved to California, where she started the True Life Church in San Jose, California. The newspapers of the time claimed that the San Jose woman heads a new cult. That was the article.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
Her home, which is called the Hayes Mansion, is a national landmark today. So this tells me, even if she got remarried, she kept her name. She was like an independent woman.
Yeah, she was.
And nowhere in there did it talk about a husband, but she had 2 sons. So I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, and it's a lot for a woman to just start like a mining company.
Yeah, like I'm like, go lady, you got this.
Get it.
And so that guy there, that's Pratt.
Okay. I can tell she's rich because she has some kind of like fur.
I think those are ostrich feathers.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely something garish.
Like that's like some kind of like black velvet dress with like lace and ostrich feathers.
Yeah, we'll post a picture. Go to buzzandbaffled.net and you'll see whatever fabric I'm talking about.
Yeah. And obviously they're black and white, so you get what you get.
Yeah.
So before Pratt could open the school in 1902, his health began to fail. And the Pratt School was passed on to a board of trustees, and it was opened in 1903. The school focused on traditional academics as well as spiritualism, and it was known by locals as Spook Temple. What do you think some of the classes available were?
Ooh. I'm gonna say like mediumship, crystal ball reading, tarot.
Clairsentience, which I think is mind reading.
Yeah, that would probably.
Psychometry, and I don't know what that is, or psychometry.
Because it's not real.
It's like, I don't know if that's like when you have the tool and you're waiting to see.
Yeah, like the Scientology thing that's what I'm guessing is. It's like,
oh, is it like the wands maybe that spin in your hands?
Yeah, it's going to be some kind of measurement.
Because it couldn't be the thing that the ghost guy uses. He's like, oh, like there's a jump in the field.
Oh,
because they didn't have electricity. So it couldn't have been that.
Yeah, it's probably some type of dowsing rods or something you hold and there's
like
a gauge.
You're measuring something. Here's a class I would take. Spirit photography.
Ooh.
And like, think about it. The spirit would have to hold still for a really long time as you lit that thing and went poof, and then the shutter closed.
It was really considerate of all those spirits that were photographed to hold so still. And it certainly could not have been double exposure.
No, absolutely
not. A
not.
chance.
This one, I would like to learn how to do this. Materialization and dematerialization.
Ooh, we'll just whine like that.
Teleportation and apportation. So I know what teleportation is. What's apportation?
I do not know. I think I actually knew it one time and now I can't remember.
Is it maybe pulling things from different areas? Like teleport, you're moving yourself, and apportation is moving something to you?
Yeah.
We'll have to look it up. The history of the human aura. That sounds like a snooze fest, and you're going to have to write a bunch of papers.
Yeah, nobody wants to take that class. You have a dusty ass old professor.
Nope. He's like some French guy who showers once a month. And he's like, auras.
Yeah. We don't want to be in that class. Everyone's falling asleep.
So you have to go to the next class after that. Levitation. And here's one. You almost had this at the haunted house. Out of body experiences.
I thought you were going to say pants pooping.
Pants pooping. So Pratt himself was notoriously tight-lipped about the Pratt Institute. It is stated that he conducted bizarre experiments and held weekly séances. And I looked and I looked and I looked, and I could not find any written record of what the experiments were. But I'm willing to bet it had to do with dead bodies and stuff because, it was like
he was definitely trying to reanimate things.
If there was some kind of like horrible Frankenstein scenario going on.
Yeah, I'm guessing there was grave robbing and brains and lightning involved.
Considering there's also those 3 cemeteries up on the board, like there was something creepy going on. So the third floor of the Pratt Institute was off limits to students and was only open to members of the spiritualist church. So he also ran a church. There's no record of the types of experiments. However, it should be noted that local church leaders often spoke out against spiritualism and would debate Pratt in public forums. So the locals were not too pleased about whatever was going on there. How long do you think that the Pratt Institute was open for?
Is it still open? Because there is like a Pratt Institute now.
In Brooklyn, it's a different institute.
Okay. I figured it was different.
No, it's a different.
I definitely know there's a Pratt Institute.
AI at first tried to tell me they're the same. Like, they are not the same.
So it opened in 1903. I'm going to guess up until the Second War. So in the 40s.
I was like, I need you to give me a date for that, girl.
I'm going to say 40 years. Like, it closed in 1943.
Okay, you're close. So the funding dried up during the Great Depression.
Okay.
And it closed its doors in 1932.
Okay.
The building sold in 1946, and it was for a little bit a rest home for elderly spiritualists, and then it became a girls' dorm for a local teachers' college.
Of course.
Can you imagine you're going to what I'm assuming is secretary school or something, and your dorm room is where they used to have seances and try to reanimate the dead? You know, the only thing worse is those poor kids who rent that funeral home down by Lakeview Manor. And I'm like, well, that the embalming room is
that one and the one across from Dunkin' Donuts, because that was a funeral home too.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sad they cut off the Widow's Walk that was up on top there at one time. It used to be a beautiful building. But you could not pay me to be living in that funeral home.
Oh, I would be like, hey guys, what's up?
I'd be over there working on my levitation skills. And it's unfortunate the building itself was torn down in 1961. But do you want to know, the Morris Pratt Institute is still alive and well. It's online.
Oh, should we take classes?
You can receive certifications and ministerial training. Did I say that right?
Ministerial, but yes, you were close enough that I knew what you meant.
Yeah. You can also become a certified medium and become a commissioned spiritual healer. How much would you pay to become a certified medium or a commissioned spiritual healer?
Well, I'm someone who chronically collects certifications. I am an ordained minister, and I am also a certified storm spotter, which nobody knows. I haven't spotted a single storm. My friend and I just went in college because if you sat during like the National Weather Service's 2-hour presentation, you got a certificate. That's the only reason we went.
You didn't see me coming.
I said I wasn't good at it. I didn't pay attention during the presentation. She was just drawing lightning bolts on my arm because she had a pen and we were bored. So I would not pay anything, but I'm guessing people are paying $600.
You're right in the middle, $450 to $850.
Okay.
I think like the ministerial training is $450, but if you want the certified medium, you have to pay $850.
I feel like if you're a medium, you don't need to be certified.
I also wonder what the admission criteria are.
Credit card, a valid credit card. That's it.
Guess what you're getting for Christmas?
Good. Homework. Kyla, I bought you college for Christmas.
She's like, you fucking would.
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, I'm type A, so I have to do it and I have to be the best of the class.
She's gonna be
valedictorian
of the mediums of like the 2 people in the class.
It's me and like some hippie, and she's pissed because she knows I'm just there because someone paid for it.
It's you and like a schizophrenic.
Yeah.
But that is not the only lore from this town, which we may have to do a vacation trip there.
It's not that far away.
If we're on our way to somewhere else, we can definitely stop there for the day. We also have talk of witches said to have practiced in the area. The local Star and Water Tower has the nickname the Witches' Tower. It is said to have a coven of witches who practice rituals around and inside the tower. The origins of this legend comes from the 1900s, back from the era that I came from.
Well, one of the eras.
Yes. Well, I mean, the eras that, like, I'm allowed to put on legal paperwork now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's rumored that witches began to settle the areas in the 1800s when homesteaders began to settle the region. I wonder if Our Lady was one of them. She did make a break for it.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a bender. A group of women were accused of being witches and caused fear within the community. It was definitely not just women who were gay and didn't want to get married and knew how to use herbs. They were very obviously witches.
Yeah. They were just like, they couldn't have possibly been women who just wanted to be left the fuck alone.
They were just like, oh, you have a sore throat, drink this tea.
Yeah.
It's got nettle in it.
Yeah.
The lore says that the group of women had special abilities, including the ability to heal, curse others, and commune with spirits. In 1836, a mass panic ensued when several local children grew ill, at which point a witch hunt began and several women were driven from the community.
Mm.
A local historian named Evelyn Roberts said, "The witches of Whitewater are one of the most intriguing chapters in the town's history. While much of it is based on hearsay and superstition, it's undeniable that there was a deep fear of women who were seen as different." They would have loved us.
Yeah, no kidding. We would have been in jail.
There would have been burnings at this town.
Yep. Also, that is the weirdest looking water tower I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why it has concrete pedestals instead of just legs like every other water tower.
Well, I'm assuming that it has several, like it was one water tower at one area, and then they just rebuild it and then just added on in the 60s, I'm assuming. But she goes on to say, whether they were healers, herbalists, or simply independent, the witch trials that took place here are part of a broader pattern of persecution that women faced during that time. I could have looked this up, but I was done and I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. Also, we know that women have been persecuted since day one of existence. So,
like, if I would have been like, yep, they would have been like, witch!
She's a witch.
I also would have been the woman from The Princess Bride who's going, boo, boo. So the lore of the town is that Witch's Tower was built on sacred ground and that there are tunnels underneath the tower that connect the 3 local cemeteries that create the Witch's Triangle. When you connect the 3 cemeteries, Calverley, Oak Grove, and Hillsdale, it is located within Whitewater. You get a perfect isosceles triangle.
Well, okay, I'm just going to back up for 1 second.
Math me.
If you connect any 3 points, you get a triangle. Like, but okay.
I want you all to picture me pushing my finger up against Kyla's lips.
I get what you're saying, but it's not like like. And these 3 points made a triangle.
Yeah. The lore. Oh, Jaildale's in the house.
Jaildale just walked in.
And she's wearing a prison uniform.
She's still prison uniform.
She's wearing the Houghton Hilton uniform. The lore says that the triangle amplifies supernatural occurrences and is a spiritual doorway.
Ooh. That being the triangle, because we have the Bermuda Triangle. There's also a triangle in Ontonagon County that I'll maybe talk about at some point where weird shit happens.
I mean, that tracks. I work in Ontonagon. Weird shit happens there.
Mm-hmm. People have disappeared there.
Is my office like in the center of it?
No, it's not. It might be one of the points, though.
Legends claim that there were sacrifices made in Oak Grove Cemetery. To get more information, we're going to have to take a trip and do a tour.
Yeah. We'll mic up. I love cemeteries.
I will pay $50 to do a tour.
I'd rather do that tour than the haunted museum tour. Also, because I won't be like pooping my pants. maybe though.
Maybe it also we can make it self-guided and we can stop at bars and like there's bathrooms in bars, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, and we can take do things like talk and take pictures.
Yes. Yeah, they took our phones away, so we couldn't mic up. We were gonna try to mic up during the tour. I guess I could have just like not turned my phone off, and we could have been back there.
Yeah,
but we would have had to whisper because there was too many other people with us.
And
our tour is gonna be a lot more fun. So right as of now in present day, many people claim to see mysterious lights glowing from inside the tower, even though the tower has been sealed and not in use for decades. But as you hear that claim, what problems do you see with it?
Well, there's like windows in the tower,
but they are boarded up.
So they're boarded up, but is there like a ladder on the side?
There's a ladder going to the roof.
Okay, yeah. So like every teenager is going up that ladder.
Yeah. It should be noted though that the fence that was placed around the water tower in 1888 was installed backwards, meaning that the spikes typically meant to deter trespassers from getting in are intentionally pointing inward as if to keep something from getting out.
Yeah, we have to go there. Like, if we go down to Chicago or something sometime, we'll just have to do
Yeah, we're go down to like Lee and Ben, and then we just stop there for like one night. We could do that.
For
We
sure.
don't even need a reason to go.
No,
Like Lee and Ben will always be ready to have us come down.
that could be a reason, and then we just like keep going.
Mm-hmm. And finally, we come to the legend of Mary Worth. It is stated that she was an axe-murdering witch.
Yay, the best
The
kind.
best kind. Who cursed the town when she was executed and is believed to be the inspiration for a well-known children's game. What do you think that game is?
She's an axe murdering witch who cursed the town.
And her name is Mary Worth.
Bloody Mary.
Yep. It is said that if you look in a mirror in a dark room and say Bloody Mary 3 times, she will appear and take your life.
It's just like David, and if you say the Michigan Mental Health Code 3 times, he shows up.
Okay, we can't say it.
We only got 2 more times.
We can't say the Michigan Mental Health Code 3 times or something bad will happen.
No, we gotta move on. We can't say it anymore.
Oh, here's a picture of the school.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful building.
That is really nice. It's very Victorian.
Mm-hmm. So the legend says that Mary would make potions for locals, but one day she murdered a family with an axe.
Mm.
There's no documentation of this murder.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't happen.
And it is likely a fabrication built in on other 19th century tragedies. And like they said, specifically the death of the Horan family in Whitewater, who had several deaths in the 1880s, and it's blended likely with Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, everything just kind of mixed together. And real quick side note, Lizzie Borden will be next season's monster.
Mm.
The anthology.
Hopefully it's better than Ed Gein. They did Ed Gein dirty.
Yeah. Well, they made him like a hero at the end. I'm like, no, this man was mentally ill.
Well, first of all, you can't pick that actor and not expect my panties to fall off, even if he's a serial killer who skins women and wears their faces.
We did see Ed Gein's cauldron.
Yes.
At the museum.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
There was also real human skin on the wall.
Nicole gave me a glance. I'm like, no, that's illegal. There's no way that happened. It's not really human skin.
I'm like, no, it's not.
I was like, I know all of the funeral laws. You can't happen. No, you can't bequeath someone your skin after you die. It doesn't work like that.
And also, like, there's no evidence that anyone named Mary Worth ever existed in Whitewater. But this is the second story where we heard about spiritualists, specifically ones that were homesteading in the 1800s. I'm starting to get a theme. Why do you think that this was so popular in this time period? Let's educate people.
Well, people were spread apart. They were, moving west. Slavery had just been abolished, so you have people moving west to settle out there. They're not having centralized churches. There's probably like maybe like serial stories in newspapers where people are like, oh, Madam Webb or whoever.
The best movie ever. It should have gotten an Emmy.
Yes, an Emmy. The TV award, the Emmy.
Yes.
But no, tell me why else. Did I guess it? I did not guess it. Okay.
No, it's because, a lot of times people were coping with loss and isolation. So your nearest neighbor could be 10, 15 miles away.
I'm just so super in shock that you asked me a correct question and I actually answered it correctly.
I didn't have to horn you.
No, I was waiting for you to be like, actually, Kyla, it was this complete opposite thing.
No, so they had high death rates due to disease. They're isolated. So I crossed the country in a very scary way where I have no one to help me. It's not like I can pull over and stop at the 7-Eleven and get something that I need. If the axle breaks on my wagon, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Also, religion was changing in the world. There was a shift from faith to scientific discoveries.
Yeah, that makes sense. And spiritualism is kind of a way for people to blur those lines between religion and science. You're doing one thing, but kind of thinking you're bleeding into the other area.
Yeah. And so, after the Civil War, there was, we know now that science is a thing. Maybe we should sanitize tools before we cut someone's leg off.
Nah.
All of this stuff was starting to happen. And so, thoughts were changing. But it can't just happen overnight. You have to adapt. Kind of I don't know, what you see on your TikTok, but today I somehow got on Mormon undergarment TikTok.
I'm on mariachi TikTok. So no, we are on different TikToks.
And apparently they're getting scandalous in the Mormon world because some of the new undergarments are tank tops.
Oh.
So they can show a little bit of shoulder now. Hussies.
Yeah. What's God going to say about that?
Well, I mean, all 10,000 people are already in heaven, so I don't know.
I mean, at this point, why even try?
Yeah. Also, a big thing was women's empowerment. At that time, women had limited power in society because it was very patriarchal. Spiritualism was often one space that allowed a woman's voice to be heard.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you have, women with their, and I know it's reductive, but crystal ball kind of a thing. The tarot shop, you have a woman in control, maybe earning a little bit of her own income. Fascinating.
So we have a future vacation destination of Whitewater, Wisconsin.
Hell yeah, we do.
So tell me, your story comes next week.
It does.
What do you have in the hopper?
It's not in the hopper because we already recorded it.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give all of our listeners a little hint.
It's the worst song.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa and down the big lake they call Gitche Gumee. It's the 50th anniversary of the singing of the Edmund Fitzgerald is coming up.
The worst song ever made.
We actually recorded our episode over Labor Day, where I think probably two of the biggest Edmund Fitzgerald buffs in the entire UP joined us.
They're here tonight too, and they did not want to come in to record the pod tonight.
But I couldn't have predicted that they would be here, so we wanted to make sure we recorded it when we were all together.
We did say we have to try to make Allie cry tonight because she cries at everything. Yeah. What topic do we pick to see if we can get her to tear up, or what song do we play?
No, all I have to do is just walk her by the shelf where all of our pets' photos and ashes are.
Yes, the death bookcase.
Yep, I'll give her a tour of the house.
I'm going to tell her about Bink.
She'll be up in the hospital visiting him, rubbing his feet or something.
I'm going to tell her what happened to Bink while we were on vacation and we couldn't go to the hospital to see him.
Poor Allie. When she listens to this in 6 months, because I think she's real far behind on
she's going to be like, you bitches. We love you, Allie. That's why we're mean to you.
One of our super fans. Well, we are going to go finish getting ready for the Halloween party.
I mean, I'm ready. I was born ready.
I have to throw
for this.
A scrub top and some glasses on.
To the next pour and the next plot twist.